Okay, back to Led Zeppelin 3. Now, don't you just love it when you get an album that's got a track that kind of gets lost in the shuffle, no one ever really talks about it, but it's like a hidden gem, you know, like the Archangels, Carry Me Home, is like that. The first Wishbone album's got Handy. You very rarely hear Wishbone fans talk about that one. Skinner's first album has got... You know, which is I the one, you know, that one, because you know you tend to hear people going about "Give Me 3 Steps," or obviously Freebird. So Led Zeppelin 3, that one, for me anyway, has one like that, and it's called "Out on the Tiles." Now this is a multi-purpose song because it serves another function. So before we get to "Out on the Tiles" itself, here's the other function. If you have a song that starts with vocals, and I know this really well from Hanging on the Telephone by Blondie, you really have to play a tone, you know, to give the singer the pitch. Now, I watched the Madison Square Garden show last night with Zeppelin, and you tend to hear, you know, just one chord so that Robert Plant can get the pitch. But what they sometimes did, because, you know, on Black Dog, obviously in the studio someone's done it, and you know, obviously you know on Black Dog, you know, we've got this as well. You know, the bit that Jimmy calls warming up the band. So I assume they've given him his pitch, and then they've just taken that off the album. So the first thing you hear is Robert Plant singing. But live they did it a different way, and I love this. They took the start of "Out in the Tiles." So if you've got any of the live Zeppelin stuff, you'll hear them do this. Hey, Mom said the way you move, and that's how they give, you know, Robert Plant his pitch. But when you hear that, you go, whoa, that's Out in the Tiles. Now, Out in the Tiles, it would be great to play if it was an A, because you'd get that line, which would be A, C, E, A. Unfortunately, it's an F sharp. Right? So what that means is, what you have to play is, now you can stretch it. That's got a big stretch for me, so I think I would go. Right? You then get right, and that is what's played under the verses. So you get the right. But the third time they do it, you get right. So that's slightly different. That's E and E flat, and then so that's B and C sharp, and then A flat and A. That's the whole verses. It's a Zepp song that I absolutely love, and I've never heard a band play it, not even Zepp tribute bands. Now the chorus does this. We're back into that bit. So that's just E and A. All you gotta give to me is all your love. That bit. And then there's a kind of offbeat section on the A. So we've got And then you get same again. Here it comes. That's it. Out in the tails. No guitar solo in this one, but it's an absolute gem, and as I say, it's a multi-purpose song because but that's for a different day.